What are two things that you want to keep into consideration if you think that your loved one's death was due to medical malpractice? Want to know what I'm getting at here? Stay with me as I share with you this very important information. Hello, I'm Marcus Boston, and I am a medical malpractice and childbirth injury attorney practicing law here in the state of Maryland, and I would like to quickly talk with you today about two concepts that you need to stay with and you need to understand when we are talking about a wrongful death. We're talking about a wrongful death case, and you believing that the cause of your loved one's death was because of medical malpractice. Okay, the first concept or the first issue that you want to get a good handle on is, did your loved one, did they have a will? Yes, a will. Did they have a will? A will is important because that will direct the person who is going to be essentially in charge of the estate. The will allow the person who passed away, it will allow them to be able to say, okay, I want person X to handle my affairs. So you want to make sure to see, is there a will? Was there a will or was there not a will? The second thing that you want to understand is that you are going to need the medical records for your loved one. And in some cases, what can happen is soon after a person dies, the hospital, it might turn over the medical records. But in some cases, what can happen is that the hospital will decide not to turn over the medical records. The hospital may say, we need some type of paperwork or some type of authority to be able to allow us to turn over your loved one's medical records. And if that's the case, what you want to do is you will need, in that instance, you will need what we call letters of administration. And those letters of administration, what they do is they are directed by the court, and what they say is that whoever has these letters of administration, they can act on the behalf of the estate. They can request those medical records for the estate, or for the estate of the person who has passed away. So you got to understand that you're going to need the medical records. And if the hospitals or the doctor's office, if they're giving you a hard time in regards to those medical records, it may be because you will need letters of administration to be able to get the records. So why have I taken the time today to talk with you about this really important information? Because I'm giving you insight into this process. Sometimes we will have individuals who will contact us on the death side, on the wrongful death side, and they will have questions in regards to a lot of these things. And I'm trying to help you understand this. Now, if you have other questions, other very complex estate related questions in regards to maybe the creation of a will, what does a will do, who should be included, or how things are going to be divided up. If you have those types of questions, I would strongly suggest that you speak with an attorney that does wills, trusts, and estates and things of that nature to help you understand that aspect of it. But for today's video, the thrust of this video is to help you understand that when we're talking about a wrongful death case and you think that medical malpractice was the cause of your loved one's death, that you want to make sure that you understand, was there a will present? And number two, if you're having a hard time getting those medical records, those letters of administration and the role that they play in allowing the person who is the head of the estate to be able to get those records. If you have more questions for me about your loved one's death and you think that medical malpractice was the cause, this is what I invite you to do. You can go ahead and you can pick up the phone and you can give me a call. I answer questions about medical malpractice and things like that, childbirth injury. That's what we do. You can reach me at 301-850-4832. You can also reach me through email at medicalinjury@bostonlawllc.com. Like I just said, this is what we do. We talk with families about these types of issues all the time. I'll be happy to take some time and listen to your story. All right, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the medical malpractice and childbirth injury attorneys practicing law here at Boston Law Group, LLC. And we will see you next time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.